Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Wakey, wakey, white man. It's time to finally wake up and realize what's going on inside your country. It's time to start noticing whether it is America, Sweden, France, Germany, Italy, and every other European country, except for maybe Poland. Because Poland is smart, you know? They did something different compared to the other countries. Can you guess what Poland did different? It is having a backbone and putting your own people and their safety above the safety and comfort of people who openly despise the West and everything that the West offers. You don't have to be a 200 IQ individual to notice that every single country that imported third world people has been going down the drain, or has been culturally enriched. I'm sorry. In case you didn't know already, you are not racist for speaking against immigration from third world countries. It is not racist to point out obvious facts. It is not racist to base your opinion on objective statistics. Actually, that is common sense. So, my brother, please, do me a favor and stop listening to people that are so confused inside their own head that they don't even know if they are a male or a female. Why are these people in charge of making any decisions? People need to wake up and grasp the seriousness of what is going on. And I tell you that as a POC myself. So listen and learn. A person of color is speaking. Listen and learn. Man, I am so tired of people pretending that it is somewhat beneficial to import all of those people. How do they expect individuals that weren't even able to improve their own third world countries at any significant value to a first world country? It makes zero sense, and statistics reflect that. Of course, there are some exceptions, absolutely no doubt. But all in all, every single country would have been better off without them. And it has nothing to do with race. It has something to do with the inner mental framework of people from those countries. But lefty liberals refuse to acknowledge it. They use so much of mental gymnastics in order to rationalize why it is good to have them around. Just because they are too cowardly to acknowledge the fact that they are in fact the ones who are really the bad people, ruining our countries. Instead of pulling their head out of the sand and face the ugly truth of what is going on, so we can all change it together, they rather keep it stuck inside the sand and live in their delusional la-la land until Mahmoud comes with his machete to practice his religion of peace, if you grasp what I want to mean. Because that is ultimately what is going to happen if people keep being a bunch of cowards. History will repeat itself. We can see it in so many countries, Christian Syria, Christian Iran, or more like Persia, Coptic Christian Egypt, Christian Lebanon, or right now in Nigeria, Congo, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Sudan, and so many other countries. A peaceful coexistence with Islam is not possible. These people do not change. At first, while they are inferior, they will play the innocent lamb and the more of them they are, the more their mask slips off and their true ugly face reveals. Right now, at the moment, we still have some time, of course, but if nothing changes, we can prepare ourselves for an ugly future. Their birth rates are almost triple of the Western birth rate, because their women are nothing but birthing stations. They have no other purpose. Their religion is nothing but a tool of war. Islam only spreads through blood and sword, through oppression and grape. You know, I can't say the art word here, unfortunately, but you know what I mean. It is time to collectively wake up and do something. These people are mostly not here to live a peaceful life. They are not here to contribute something to society. They are here to take, steal, and to conquer. You know, there's a reason why they didn't seek asylum in other Arab countries with similar values, with similar beliefs. No, they traveled through so many countries just to come to our homes. You cannot expect a group of people that have been taught from birth that the West is their enemy and that we unbelievers are worthless pigs that need to be slaughtered, to live peacefully with nations who were raised under the value of loving their neighbors. Here in the West, you know, when someone does something good to us, we want to be twice as good to them in return. But when these individuals are treated nice, their first thought is, oh, he just gave me free food, clothes, housing, peace, safety, and money? Brother, see what I will do to this fool, man. These people were accepted with open arms, have received everything for free. And how do they thank you? With gang rapes, with bullying your sons and daughters in school, with knife attacks, with honor killings, with clan crime, with hostility, with disrespect, with all these different phenomena. Phenomena that don't seem to appear in Poland. Why, you may ask? Because Poland refused to accept these people and their religion. Because Poland prioritized their own citizens and respect for Jesus Christ, our Savior. Polish women, regardless of their social hierarchy, regardless of where they live, financially stable or financially unstable areas, you know, they can move freely outside. Doesn't matter the time of day. Here in Germany, that is not possible anymore. Open borders and Islam are the worst thing that could have happened to Europe. Because, you know, there are so many non-Europeans that share the same amount of hatred towards Islam and everything that comes with it. You know, as I've mentioned earlier, I am also black. Or at least half black, you know, and half German. And I am so tired of these people. Because when someone sees me on the street, at first they most likely assume that I am also part of those people, just because I somewhat look like it. But of course, when you get to have a short conversation or basically any form of interaction, they immediately peep that that's not the case. But man, still, life could be so beautiful without these individuals. And don't even get me started on America. Man, what's going on over there makes me sometimes, unfortunately, kind of hate my own skin color. It is absolutely insane, you know, all these teen takeovers, black on white crime, or recently the Anthony Carmelo case, and whatever. I could go on and on, talking about the war in general that's going on against the white race, the Great Replacement theory, which is not even a theory if we are being real. It is simple mathematics. Just compare both birth rates. The one of the Western civilizations and the birth rate of the cultural enrichers, which is, as I have mentioned, almost 3 times higher. Now, add to that the fact that these cultural enrichers are notoriously known for slaughtering non-believers once they reached a certain point of population growth, and you can see that it's not just a theory. But I think I'll leave that for another video. All these different types of attacks on Europe and European culture by certain individuals in order to end and destabilize the white race, whether it is feminism, LGBTQ and whatnot. But again, that's for another day. I still don't know where I'm going to take this channel. I just kind of like talking about all sorts of stuff. I don't believe that it's going to be politics only. But yeah, that's about it. Liking and subscribing would be really appreciated. It's your boy Nomu, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and don't go hollow, my friend.